I'm John Stashower with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Texans rookie wide receiver John Mechie III is unlikely to play this season after being diagnosed with a treatable form of leukemia. Mechie released a statement Sunday saying, in part, "I am currently receiving great medical care, am in good spirits, and I expect to make a recovery at a later point in time. As a result of this diagnosis, I will likely not be playing football this season. My main focus will be on my health and recovery. Thank you in advance for your support and well wishes." Elsewhere, the Bills placed cornerback Davis White on the physically unable to perform list as he continues to recover from a torn ACL injury he suffered back in November. And Rams cornerback Jalen Ramsey will avoid the PUP list and is expected to participate in training camp on a limited basis, according to head coach Sean McVay. Ramsey continues to recover from shoulder surgery he underwent in June. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
This radio commercial was made to convince you to stop speeding. We can't use siren sound effects on the radio, so we'll use other equally jarring sound effects to get your attention. Like telling you that whether you drive a little over the speed limit or a lot, you can crash just the same. You could hurt yourself or worse, others.
I'm at the scene of the collision.
And the damage you cause will be beyond repair. See, we didn't have to use crash or siren sounds after all. Speeding catches up with you.
Paid for by NHTSA.
DQ presents Picture This. Picture yourself at DQ on Thursday, July 28th for Miracle Treat Day. You roll up to order a Blizzard with your friends and family like you have so many times before. But on this day, every flavor comes with a much-needed dose of hope. For every Blizzard you buy at participating locations, $1 or more will be donated to Children's Miracle Network hospitals for your local children's hospital, making Miracle Treat Day the most satisfying way to give hope to kids in your community. Thursday, July 28th at DQ.
And it is, it's a Monday already. Oh, my. 25th day of July, 2022. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning. And it seems like a Monday.
Yeah, it does in many ways. And we mentioned earlier when we were talking about the weather, they're expecting some, what they refer to as the monsoons in Arizona. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, the rain should not get past the Colorado River.
Yeah, it's kind of the point that you are not allowed past that point weather-wise.
Yes, yeah. And
it's there.
Kind of like, during the Depression, the Dust Bowl era.
Right.
Yeah, the citizens groups stopped the Okies from crossing the Colorado River into California.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's citizen groups that are stopping the moisture.
Well, it's a little bit of history there. So.
I suppose. And the moisture is here. We've got the humidity.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. It'll curl your hair, right?
Yes, sirree. If you didn't have curly hair, well, that changed.
Yes. Well, What's going on? A lucky guy in Northern California hit the jackpot. The man says he tested positive for COVID and monkeypox at the same time. Experts say it was bad luck to be sick with both viruses at the same time, as it's very rare, but still possible. Yeah. Anyway, I just have some advice for this guy. Stay in the house. Don't leave. You never know what else might be out there.
Yeah, watch out for ladders.
I suppose. Yeah. Anyway, that I guess we shouldn't laugh at his misfortune, but whoa. Buy a lottery ticket, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, let's jump in.
Okay, Bruce Woodley of the Seekers is 80. Jim McCarty of the Yardbirds, 79. Verdine White plays bass for Earth, Wind, and Fire, 71. And let's see, actor Ileana Douglas, 61. Actor Matt LeBlanc is 55. Actor Wendy Raquel Robinson is 55. Actor D.B. Woodside, 53. Actor Miriam Shore is 51. Actor David Denman, 49. Actor J.R. Ferguson, 48. Actor James Lafferty, 37. Actor Chantel Van Stanton is 37. Actor Michael Welch, 35. Actor Lindsay Godfrey, 34. Actor Mason Cook, 22. Actor Pierce Gagnon is 17. Okay, local birthdays, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's clean up some junk and then we'll get to local birthdays.
Are you tired of all the clutter and junk in your house, your yard, or your business? I've got your answer. Give All Valley Junk Removal a call at 760-623-9499. That's 623-9499. Yes, they'll come by and give you a free estimate on removing your junk. They do it all. Commercial junk removal, tenant cleanouts, storage cleanouts, yard cleanouts, and more. Even heavy objects. All you have to do is call All Valley Junk Removal, 760-623-9499. That's 623-9499. They work 7 days a week to accommodate you, so call All Valley Junk Removal.
We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Alfred Alvarez, Antonio Ibarro Gonzalez, Robert Cruz, Christine Mitchell, Richard Duarte Jr., David Gomez, Maritza Valencia, Bethany Keating, Socorro Flores, Joshua Guzman, Alfred Thompson, Elias Sanchez, Diane Duarte, Miguel Mungia, Patty Beebe, and Tyler Gill. Happy birthday from KXO. And celebrate. I would suggest ice cream. Lots and lots of ice cream.
You mean take a bath in it or something?
Yeah, that might help.
That probably would. It'd sure cool things down, huh?
Yep. So, did you catch the running of the bulls in Spain last week?
I did.
Yeah. People run down streets while being chased by bulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand 2 men died after being gored by bulls near the city of Valencia. Yeah, 4 people were gored during the event, but there were no deaths in other running of the bulls. Didn't they used to do this in Ensenada?
They used to do it in Tecate.
Oh, Tecate, yes.
Tecate.
Yeah.
And then they discontinued, and then they started again, and I don't know, they stopped, and that was that.
Yeah. Maybe they just ought to bring it back. If somebody is dumb enough to try and do that, give them the chance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be the Darwinian theory of survival of the smartest.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Growing up in a big city, I'm not really used to farm animals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, cows and bulls and horses, not real fond of them.
Well, just lay low. Okay. Watch out where you put your foot.
Yes. That too.
Yes, and you should be okay.
Okay. You had a good weekend?
Yeah, a lot of things got done, even though the weather was a little, what should you say? It was sticky.
Yes. Saturday morning wasn't too bad. I got things done Saturday morning and then just kind of shut it down as the humidity and the temperatures climbed.
And they did, too.
Yeah.
They did.
And, there's always something to do, isn't there?
Yeah, you don't run. I've never known of it. I ran out of things to do.
No. Okay. We've got news. If you're ready, we've got that to do.
We certainly do.
Okay. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Brief. Vice President Harris is on her way to Indiana, where lawmakers have called a special session to discuss a Republican-sponsored bill to ban almost all abortions. These people in Highland protesting.
We're at a turning point in American history, and a lot of us could be losing our medical freedom.
They want to run church and state the same. and even though it should be separate, and put their religion on other people's bodies.
Legislation would prohibit abortions from implantation until birth. In Mariposa County, California, a combination of heat, low humidity, and parched vegetation working against firefighters battling a wildfire near Yosemite National Park. Thousands have been forced from their homes. It's another steamy day in the Pacific Northwest. This woman in Seattle has found a way to cope.
I'm staying inside, going from the house to my workplace, which has AC, and then AC in the car, back to the house.
Cold fronts headed to the northeast. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. The Oak Fire so far burned 15,600 acres with 0% containment. Operation Section Chief Justin McComb says yesterday was the first day he felt confident with the southern piece of the fire.
I didn't want the fire to progress any further south. So we were able to get hand line, dozers. We sent everything we could to try to get direct line around the south end of the fire to progress, to stop the southern spread. So that was a win for me.
About 3,800 residents remain evacuated. 2 people are dead, 5 others wounded after shooting at a San Pedro Park Sunday afternoon. This woman was there.
And then it just kept on going, pow, 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 and then we started seeing people running and stuff, you know. So my girlfriend and I, we jumped up and we started running. You grabbed our chairs and we started running. And they started getting closer to where we were.
And finally, the Sacramento Zoo is tracking new cases of the avian flu. As a precaution, flamingos are going to be moved to safer housing. Steve Clausen, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by your friends in the air conditioning business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Everyone knows how beneficial therapy can be, but traditional therapy can be overwhelming, confusing, and inconvenient. When scheduling in-person therapy, it can be difficult to find the right therapist near you, and it can take weeks to get on their calendar. We knew there had to be a better way, and that's where BetterHelp began. I'm Danny, co-founder of BetterHelp Online Therapy. When Alana and I started BetterHelp in 2013, our mission was simple. Find a way to make professional therapy accessible, affordable, and convenient for everyone. BetterHelp works around your schedule and lifestyle. You can connect to a therapist by phone, video call, or even text message. You don't even have to turn on your camera if you don't feel comfortable. And if your therapist isn't the right fit, you can switch anytime with the click of a button, because BetterHelp is designed with you in mind. See why over 2 million members have trusted BetterHelp for online therapy. Go to betterhelp.com/self-love and get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/self-love for 10% off your first.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the valley to serve you. At El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, the Imperial County Department of Public Health and Imperial County Office of Education are hosting 2 COVID-19 vaccination clinics. The first clinic will be held at the Barbara Worth Junior High School in Brawley today from 3 to 6 p.m. The second clinic is set for Tuesday, July the 26th, from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Imperial Valley Center for Exceptional Children. That's 1525 South Waterman in El Centro. These no-cost clinics offer first dose, second dose, first and second boosters, and additional doses of the vaccine for anyone 6 months or older. The Moderna vaccine will be available for children 6 months to 5 years, and the Pfizer vaccine for 5 years and older. You are asked to wear a short sleeve shirt, and don't forget to cover the face. Pre-registration at myturn.ca.gov is optional, and walk-ins are welcome. El Centro Police made 2 arrests for driving under the influence Saturday night and Sunday morning. The first incident occurred shortly after 8 p.m. Saturday, following a traffic stop at 8th and Lincoln Streets. 39-year-old man was cited and released for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs. At about 1:30 in the morning Sunday, a traffic stop in the 1500 block of Orange Avenue ended with a 22-year-old woman being cited and released on DUI charges. In both instances, the vehicles were towed from the scene. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Hey, Brawley and the entire North End, maybe you heard. A local tire shop and service center is recently closed. I just thought you ought to know El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center is stepping up. They're here for you with everything you need, and you'll see some familiar faces at Quick Lane. Qualified senior technicians with the knowledge and experience to treat you and your car right. There's everything you need: lube, oil, and filter change. The best price on tires guaranteed. Auto air conditioning and cooling system service. El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Center in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and of course at El Centro Motors and the Imperial Valley Mall.
In other local news, jobless rate up slightly. The latest unemployment report is in for June. It was released Friday morning by the Labor Market Information Division of the Employment Development Department. The June unemployment for Imperial County was estimated at 13%. That's up from a revised 11.5% in May and below the year-ago estimate of 18.8%. This compares with an unadjusted unemployment rate of 4% for the state, 3.8% for the nation during the same period. The report indicates there were 9,000 eligible workers unemployed out of a labor force of 68,900. Imperial County still has the highest unemployment rate in California. Another small earthquake was recorded this Saturday night. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the magnitude 3.1 earthquake had an epicenter about 20 miles southeast of Mexicali. The quake was reported at 10:12 p.m. Saturday. There were no reports of injury or damage from the small quake. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley to serve you. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
It's time to amp up the fun at your San Diego County Ford dealer. The Summer Supercharged Sales Event is here. So stop by your San Diego County Ford dealer today and check out great offers on select Ford vehicles. Then discover how Ford can take your summer to a whole new level. We want your trade. Now get 1.9% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford F-150 truck. During the Summer Supercharged Sales Event, only at your San Diego County Ford dealers and buyfordnow.com. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 1.9% for 60 at $1,748 per month for $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Not available on Raptor, Tremor, and Lightning. Residency restrictions apply. Offer ends 8/1/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
It's page 2 of the local news and weather, brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland. Open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Credit card skimmers were found in a local store. Store personnel discovered the electronic devices on 2 self-checkout scanners at Walmart in El Centro. The credit card skimmers are placed on credit card readers and allow thieves to steal the information contained on the magnetic strip or chip on credit and debit cards. With the information, the crooks can make charges or create fictitious accounts. Store personnel are reviewing a video of the store. Just last month, credit card skimmers were discovered on gas pumps at 2 El Centro convenience stores. El Centro police are investigating a car burglary reported Saturday morning. According to police reports, a gray SUV was parked at Buckley Park at about 8:15 a.m. and a rear window was smashed. A cell phone was taken, as well as credit cards, a Sentry pass, and several other items. El Centro police arrested a man driving a stolen pickup truck. An automated license plate reader, or LPR, notified police dispatch that the truck was northbound on 8th Street. Officers were able to locate the truck on Pico Avenue and then followed the vehicle until making the traffic stop at 8th and Pico. The driver was detained and then cited and released for auto theft and several drug violations. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, humid conditions will continue the next few days, along with periods of thick high clouds. With abundant atmospheric moisture, there is enhanced potential for showers and thunderstorms. For many locations, anticipate long periods of inactive conditions punctuated by much shorter periods of stormy conditions. With the cloudiness and higher humidities, expect below normal high temperatures. During the latter half of the week and next weekend, anticipate less humid conditions overall, but storm chances will linger. 106 the high yesterday, 86 the low. Mostly sunny today with a high near 105. East wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming south. Tonight mostly clear with a low around 83. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 106. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. 88 degrees downtown El Centro, with that 79% relative humidity. Wind out of the east-southeast at 7 to 10 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball action yesterday, lots of action. And, the Padres tried to come back but fell short. The Mets beat the Padres 8-5. All the Padres need is a couple of hitters and, maybe an outfielder that can hit. Yeah, that might help. You think Juan Soto might be the answer? Let's see. Nationals edged the Diamondbacks 4-3. Dodgers dumped the Giants 7-4. Astros rolled over the Mariners 8-5. Rangers ripped the Athletics 11-8. Royals beat the Rays 4-2. Brewers nipped the Rockies 10-9. White Sox over the Guardians 6-3. Meanwhile, the Cubs edged the Phillies 4-3. Angels powered up and beat the Braves 9-1. Marlins went 10 innings before they beat the Pirates 6-5. Yankees continue to win. They shut out the Orioles 6-0. Blue Jays over the Red Sox 8-4. Twins topped the Tigers 9-1. And the Reds 6, the Guardians 3. Meanwhile, the National Baseball Hall of Fame inducted 7 new members during induction ceremonies yesterday. Big Papi, one of the biggest names, but to me, what can I say? Minnie Minoso finally made it. One of my favorites growing up, Minnie Minoso in the hall.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, in the NBA, Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant's trade request approaches a 4th week. The Celtics have emerged among teams engaged in talks on a possible deal. Well, it's because Durant isn't old enough to join, the Lakers. Anyway, in other news around the world of sports, Houston Texans rookie wide receiver John Mechie III announced yesterday that he's been diagnosed with a form of leukemia and likely will not play this season. I am currently receiving great medical care, am in good spirits, and I expect to make a recovery at a later point in time. As a result of this diagnosis, I will likely not be playing football this season. The Texans placed Mechie on the active non-football illness list on Sunday. Speaking of the NFL, it's going to be here. Thursday, August 4th. It's the Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars in the Hall of Fame game. We've got Raiders action on FM 107.5. And coming up August 19th, high school football gets underway. Whoa. Too early. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. T-Mobile has agreed to pay $350 million to settle multiple class action suits stemming from a data breach disclosed last year affecting tens of millions of people. In the proposed settlement announced Friday, T-Mobile also agreed to spend an extra $150 million on cybersecurity through the end of 2023. Court documents outlining the proposed agreement were filed in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Missouri. If approved, T-Mobile's $350 million will go into a fund covering payments to class members, as well as legal and administrative costs. Customers are first in everything we do, and protecting their information is a top priority. T-Mobile said with a straight face. Like every company, we are not immune to these criminal attacks. Our efforts to guard against them continue, and over the past year, we have doubled down on our extensive cybersecurity program. Meanwhile, The Securities and Exchange Commission apparently isn't done with Elon Musk and his tweets. Not quite yet. Tesla disclosed in a quarterly regulatory filing today that it received a new subpoena from the SEC on June 13th related to our governance process around compliance with the SEC settlement. That settlement, which stripped Musk of his title as chairman of Tesla while allowing him to remain as CEO, came because of Musk's 2018 tweet that he had funding secured to take Tesla private. On the big board, mixed right now. The Dow up 83 points. The S&P 500 up 3.5. The NASDAQ off 47. Gold down $13.60 an ounce, and oil up $1.40 a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Mostly sunny today with a high near 105, east wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 83. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Sunny on Tuesday with a high near 106. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. 89 degrees downtown, 72% relative humidity. Wind right now out of the east-southeast 7 to 10 miles per hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. They offer 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil.
At Burgers and Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers and Beer, what I like about Burgers and Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers and Beer.
KXO, El Centro, California. CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger since 1991.
This is CBS News on the hour.
I'm Steve Kathan. Thousands are out of their homes because of the latest fiery threat to a California national park.
The Oak Fire is already 3 times as big as the Washburn Fire, which burned near Yosemite earlier this month. Over 2,000 firefighters are on the front lines, and CAL FIRE spokesperson Hector Vasquez says they have their hands full.
We have rugged steep terrain. We have the increased temperatures of 100 plus out in this area.
Meanwhile, Brooke Bingaman with the National Weather Service says smoke from the Oak Fire is expected to cause hazy skies as far away as the Bay Area.
Anytime that we get into our wildfire season in California, smoke is always going to be one of those risks.
Matt Bigler for CBS News, San Francisco.
Well, now to Indiana, where Republican state lawmakers are working on measures that would ban nearly all abortions in the state. Abortion rights supporters have turned out.
We're at a turning point in American history, and a lot of us could be losing our medical freedom very soon.
Pope Francis is north of the border in Canada, there to issue a formal apology. CBS's Chris Livesay explains.
He's expected to apologize for the rampant neglect, physical, and sexual abuse Indigenous children face in Canada's residential Christian schools, most of them run by the Catholic Church. From the late 1800s to the 1990s, more than 150,000 Native children were taken from their families to attend these schools. The goal? To strip them of their culture and language in an effort to assimilate.
Well, no arrests have been made for the Sunday shooting in a crowded Los Angeles park that left 2 people dead, 5 wounded. Pete Demetreo of affiliate KNX says it all happened after some kind of disagreement.
When the bullets started flying, people scattered in all directions throughout Peck Park. Paramedics in body armor along with police began moving the wounded to an area where they're triaged and transported.
On the Health Watch today, CBS's Elise Preston says there's new information on children who get COVID-19 and can't shake some of the symptoms.
About 6% of children treated for COVID in emergency rooms battle long COVID symptoms months after their diagnosis. That's according to a study published in JAMA. Researchers say children who were hospitalized with severe symptoms were at greater risk of developing long-term complications, including fatigue, cough, and difficulty breathing.
Indictments unsealed this morning in New York, and a former Indiana congressman, tech company executives, and an investment banker are among 9 people charged in 4 separate insider trading cases. Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 75 points, the S&P is up 1 point, and the NASDAQ is down 58. This is CBS News.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance, so you only pay for what you need. Visit libertymutual.com to learn more.
O'Reilly. This is Claudia's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
I had just moved to a new city and barely even knew where the grocery store was yet. When my car wouldn't start one morning, I didn't know who to ask about local shops. But I remembered a name from back home, O'Reilly Auto Parts. I called, and they pointed me to a great mechanic just down the street. Now, I feel a little more at home.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The summer savings are coming in hot at Lowe's. Cool down and save with a Harbor Breeze Beach Creek indoor ceiling fan. Was $129.98, now $89.98. Or get up to an additional $500 off now on select major appliances, plus free delivery over $299. Find it all this summer at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Appliances in-store must ask cashier to apply discount at time of purchase. Online must enter applicable promo code at checkout. Savings vary based on purchase amount. While supplies last. About 7/21 through 7/27.
A famous woman's exotic pets fell victim to the wild.
In an Instagram post, Martha's Blue Boy shows off his brilliant feathers with Marvin Gaye's music in the background. The 80-year-old lifestyle guru says coyotes devoured 6 of her prized birds in broad daylight. In her post, she asks, any solutions for getting rid of aggressive coyotes who have expensive tastes when it comes to poultry? For now, Stewart says she's not letting the peafowl out of her yard, and she's enclosing the top with wire fencing. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
From Daytona Beach, Florida, word that a car crashed through a toll booth, cut through a crowded beach, and ended up in the Atlantic Ocean. The driver and a child in the car were hospitalized. The car was pulled out with machinery. No one on the beach was hurt. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is Jean Oswald asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
CBS News presented by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. They need you now more than ever. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
Carroll Buckley.
Everybody's talking about you.
Carroll Buckley.
You're the talk of the town.
Well, it's